My fellow Americans, the last couple days people keep telling me, "Sir," they say, "you're the president. You've been in office for several years now." And it's kind of a lot to take in first thing in the morning, but do they ever give me a minute to process that bit of news? No, they just launch right into telling me that I've caused some big damn controversy by making Easter Sunday all about the ladyboys, as my dad used to call them. What's the term we use now? Gender trans. That's it. No, transgender. Sorry. You know, I had a man tell me once at a taco stand in New Hampshire during the, no lie. What year did I run for president? What do you mean, which time? Shut up, fucker. Anyway, I'm at this burger joint in Vermont, and this guy tells me that you can actually cut off a man's tallywhacker and turn it inside out and pretend it's lady parts. But it smells like a dog's ass, apparently. That's all the man told me. Anyway, folks, when I address you in the evening like this, it's normally because something's gone pretty badly wrong. And tonight's no different. People tell me there's been a big old hullabaloo over the fact that the Transgender Day of Visibility happened to fall on the same day as Easter Sunday this year. And you know what I say? I say if God didn't like men in dresses, then how come he made the calendar do that? You explain that to me, Jack. And how greedy does Jesus need to be? Anyway, he gets 2 days all to himself every year. And on one of the days, it happens to coincide with the day we celebrate the miracle of the egg-laying rabbit. I don't hear Jesus crying and moaning about that, do you? So here's Jesus. Over here, he gets 2 holidays every single year for 2,000 years. And here's your Transgender Day of Visibility. Over here, it's only existed since some fella invented it in 2009, so it just needs a fair chance to catch up, that's all. And I have made it very clear since the start of my administration that I would never miss a chance as president to pay tribute to the courage and the determination of Ligabatiquia Americans. Is that it? Did I say it right? Oh, it's not a word. I'm supposed to read out all the letters? Okay, fine then. LGTBQAIA2. Am I supposed to read out the plus sign too? Plus. What the hell do all those damn letters stand for anyway? How come there's 2 A's? There's 2 different kinds of sex pervert that both start with A. Couldn't they just share 1 A? Like the thing isn't long enough already, and why is there a damn random number in there? And what the hell does the plus sign? 65 letters and 2 A's, and they still couldn't cover everybody? The point I'm getting at here, folks, is hold on, it's gonna come to me. Right, it's Jesus. Jesus gets his own 2 damn holidays every year, but you know how many government-sanctioned observances there are for non-normative expressions of human sexuality? There's only 50. So what? Are we supposed to get Jesus' permission when we celebrate Pansexual, Pan-Romantic Pride Day on December 8th, or Queer Youth of Faith Day on June 30th, or National Transgender HIV Testing Day on April 18th, or Gay Uncles Day on August 14th? Or International Pronouns Day on October 20th? Of course we're not. Because that's not who we are as Americans. We are a country that always prioritizes the celebration of people doing weird things with their dangly bits over any other kind of celebration. And if Jesus doesn't like it, well, then Jesus should try to be a better Christian. You know, the Transgender Day of Visibility, it hits closer to home for Jill and me than it does for most people. As many of you know, my son Bo was transgender and he lost his life for it. Murdered in Iraq while mucking out a toxic burn pit in the middle of a Hawaii wildfire while rappelling down a cliff face under enemy fire with his wounded buddy on his back. Just for having the courage to live as his authentic self. But our pain didn't end there. We also had a kitchen fire in 2004, nearly lost my Corvette, and my cat, and my wife. And one of the firefighters who put out that fire that day was a lady with suspiciously masculine features. So you might say, I have had my life saved by the transgender community, even if I wasn't in the same state on the same day. But Donald Trump and the extreme MAGA Republicans, they want to turn back all that progress, to return us to an evil, intolerant, theocratic dystopia where Easter Sunday is all about Jesus and religion, and not about transgender visibility, not even a little bit. And let's face it, nobody has ever needed their own day of visibility more than transgender people, because we never hear a peep out of them the other 364 days of the year. They are always marginalized, living in the shadows, never speaking out, never making any demands, and all they want is this one little old day to say, look at me, here I am, the grown-ass man in the frilly lace chiffon evening gown. God damn it, what about my truth? What about my lived experience? But for Donald Trump and the extreme MAGA Republicans, they want the forces of darkness and intolerance to prevail, to return us to a backward yesterday where the values of normal everyday people are given equal weight to the values of flamboyant narcissistic sex perverts. And to that I say, well, not on my watch, America. As long as I'm the president, I won't surrender to Donald Trump and the extreme MAGA Republicans, because they hate everything that you and I love. They hate America, they hate freedom, they hate liberty, they hate democracy, they hate puppies, they hate sunsets, they hate rainbows, they hate long walks on the beach, they even, goddamn it, they hate ice cream. Now what kind of a monster hates ice cream? An extreme MAGA Republican, that's what kind. And frankly, I don't see what the big damn deal is here anyway. I mean, it's not like I issued a big ostentatious proclamation about the Transgender Day of Visibility and never said a single word about Easter Sunday until very late in the day after there had been a great big shitstorm of negative reaction. Oh, that is what I did? God damn it, why am I always the last one to find out about these things? And will someone please tell me what happened to that bald-headed kid who was always frolicking around here in the ball gown? That guy always did put a smile on my face, but he just up and disappeared a while back one day, and nobody will tell me where he went. Frankly, he was more fun to look at than that Yogi Berra-looking motherfucker in the Lady Admiral's uniform, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, hope I've given you folks a lot to think about tonight, Mr. and Mrs. America. Because they made me miss Murder, She Wrote for this. And I'd like to think it wasn't a total waste, but I know it was. That's it, I'm fucking going to bed now. Good night.